The spring housing inventory is right around the corner. What you do in January will determine whether you will be successful or not in getting into contract this upcoming spring. What's up YouTube? My name is Andres Restrepo and welcome back to my channel. For those of you that are new, I am a real estate agent here in San Francisco, and this content is all about real estate and helping you make a smarter move. In this video, I will give you 3 things that you must do if you want to be successful in getting your offer accepted this spring. When it comes to Bay Area real estate, we have 2 seasons in which we see the most amount of inventory come on the market. This has traditionally always been the case, and for those of you that might be new to this area, the spring is definitely the hottest time to be looking for a place. This is also the time where we see the most amount of offers on properties and the most amount of overbidding. Though it's not ideal to be bidding up properties substantially over asking, by having more inventory to choose from, it does give you better odds of finding something that fits your needs. With that out of the way, I will share with you 3 things that will help you be successful. Point number 1, get your finances in order. If you have a lot of credit card debt, pay those down. This will improve your debt to income ratio. The less monthly debts that you have to service, the more money that you can have to put towards a mortgage. I'd also strongly encourage you to get pre-approved. And by getting pre-approved, I don't just mean submit an application to a lender, I mean fully submit all of the docs that they request. Some of you may have noticed that interest rates have been on the rise, and maybe you were pre-approved last year but weren't able to get into contract then. Definitely speak with your lender now to make sure what you qualify for in today's current lending environments. If you're a millennial and you're looking to get into the housing market, and maybe you might be a little bit strapped for money, let's say you have 10 to 20% to put down, but maybe you don't have 6 to 12 months of reserves, which is what a lot of lenders will ask you for, make sure to reach out to a family member, whether that's your parents, your grandparents, uncles, aunts, anybody that you know that might be able to help and contribute into the funds that you might need to have on the side via a gift. Point number 2, hire a great agent. I don't mean just any agent, definitely hire me. If you don't hire me, I will be personally offended. I want you to know that. But jokes aside, hire somebody that knows what they're doing. A good agent knows the market. They should also be able to help you identify the pros and cons of a property and a neighborhood. They should be able to help you review disclosures. They should know how to analyze value. They should definitely be well connected in their community and have the ability to find off-market deals for you. And most importantly, they should be readily available. This is a very fast-moving market here in the Bay Area, and time is of the essence. I had an instance last week where we went to see a property, my clients and I, day 1 of being on the market, and that property already had 3 offers on it. So if your agent is slow to reply, not really responsive, that's gonna be detrimental in your home search, especially in a very hot time. So make sure you're working with somebody that's responsive. And last but not least, your agent should definitely be keeping you updated as to what's happening on the market. They should be out there on broker's tour on Tuesdays and Wednesdays here in the Bay Area, looking at properties, giving you feedback, letting you know how many disclosures are out for a particular property, how much over asking that property in contract for, assuming they have a good relationship with the listing agent and they're able to get this sort of information for you. That brings us to point number 3. Now, before we do any of that, if you haven't liked the video yet, make sure to drop us a like, comment, subscribe, and thank you so much for your time. Going on to point number 3. Learn as much as you absolutely can about the market, okay? Do your homework up front. Ask your agent to send you a market report so you can review what's happening. What are the trends? Where's the market headed? What are the factors that influence what's happening with real estate? Make it a point to understand the values of homes in the neighborhoods that you like best. Communicate with your agent. Ask your agent to send you comps, around a particular neighborhood or a particular property that you might be interested in. Most definitely get familiar with what the average days on market are for a particular property, the price per square foot in a given area, and the median sales price. So if you follow these 3 steps, you will be in a good position to actually, get out there and take advantage of the spring real estate market and make the best decision for you. Now, this is a very, very competitive real estate market. So for those of you that have stuck around, I'm gonna give you 3 extra points that will help you stand out whenever you're submitting offers here in the Bay Area and in San Francisco specifically. For hot homes, you'll want to do your due diligence up front. So make sure that you review the disclosures ahead of time. You understand everything about the property, and 9 times out of 10 for hot homes that are going to get multiple offers, you will have to waive your contingencies to really stand out and be able to, potentially secure the property that you're after. Again, removing contingencies doesn't guarantee that you're going to get a property, but it will put you in a better position, assuming that you've done your research up front. Now, you're going to want to consult with your real estate agent or whoever your advisor is, but that is how a lot of the sales do happen in the Bay Area. And that is exactly why I suggest that once you've done your due diligence and you're submitting an offer, make sure to send a fully signed disclosure package, okay? This will really stand out to a lot of listing agents, and it'll also show them that the buyer's agent is very professional and knows that he wants to give their buyers a competitive advantage. An additional point, and I always do this whenever I submit an offer, whether it's for a condo or single family home or multi-unit building, I always have the lender that I'm working with on any particular deal reach out to the listing agent once we've actually submitted our offer. This works really well because it gives the listing agent assurance that the buyer can perform, and they've actually gone through and not just submitted an application to a lender, but actually sent over all the docs and began the underwriting process. And point number 3, do not be afraid to submit a strong preemptive offer. A preemptive offer is one that comes in before the offer date. If you see something out there that you really like and you're willing to step up to the plate, you don't want to deal with any multiple offer situations, any counter offers or anything like that, put your best foot forward and don't be afraid to submit a strong preemptive offer. I wish you guys the best of luck in the spring market. Very interesting time for real estate with interest rates rising. We'll see what that'll end up doing to the demand in the long term. But for the short term, I do see things continuing to rise steadily. Keep in mind that in San Francisco, most purchases happen with jumbo loans, not conventional loans. And conventional loans are the ones that are more prone to being affected by those higher rates. So here in the San Francisco market, though higher interest rates will, play an impact on how the overall market evolves, just understand that this is a place that has a ton of demand. In a hot spring market, it's not uncommon to see properties get 10 or 20 offers. So let's say interest rates rise, and maybe that might take, let's say, a quarter to a third of the parties off the table. You still have, multiple qualified offers stepping up to the plate and still bidding up the price of a property. With that said, I really appreciate you guys sticking around and watching this video till the end. Thank you so much for your support. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what you'd like to see next. Till next time, see ya.